Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to set these drivers loose. The NASCAR trucks on the dirt track here at the beautiful USA International Speedway. These drivers looking to have themselves a day out here as they hit the dirt track once again for the Bulletproof Motorsports Change-Up Series. And things are going to get dicey. Things are going to get pretty crazy here on the dirt surface. Obviously, a whole lot different than when we run on the asphalt. Things become that much more difficult, that much more challenging for these drivers. But some of them getting some advantages here. Some of them with more of a dirt racing background. So some drivers looking very, very strong, very good here early on in the evening. So we get a little bit of back and forth. That's why the change-up series is so beautiful. The guys that are good on the asphalt struggle a little bit on the dirt stuff. The dirt guys that struggle on the pavement stuff, they do pretty good here on the dirt track. And we see them cross over and have good finishes on both sides. It's a lot of fun, and these guys put on a great race for us week in and week out. And we'll get ready to set them back loose here in just a few more moments. Oh! This can be fun. This is gonna be a good time. What's good, Rich? Mr. Murdoch coming in. What's good, Rich? How are you, my dude? S-tier streamer, all the love, mate. W stream, let's go. Joycelyn coming in, showing the love here as well. S-tier, that's super tier. I like that. I like that. I like that. It's either super tier or special tier. I don't know. Either one I'll be okay with, I suppose. Either one's probably accurate. I'm not gonna lie. Could be special, could be super tier. It's a little bit of both some nights. Some nights it's a little bit of both. Yo, Ryan Carnegie coming with that like on the stream. Jessica, Sophie coming in with that follow over on Twitch as well. Jessica, welcome to the Peacemaker family. Welcome to the Peacemaker crew coming in, hitting that follow button. My boy Rich Murta. Rich coming in, setting it off with the 500-star dono right out of the gate coming in, setting it off here in this one with the 500 stars. Says live from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, brother. I wish if I could be in Puerto Rico right now, that would be perfect. I don't think it could get any better than being down in Puerto Rico right now. I'm going to tell you what, it's probably beautiful there right now. It's nice here, though. Up in Canada, you know, we're in Ontario. It's pretty nice. I'm not going to lie. You know, it's been a very, very good winter for us. It's been very good winter for us. Joycelyn says it's super. Okay, super tier. I figured that's what it was. But, you know, special tier, it's kind of in there as well a little bit. A little bit of the tism, I guess. Yo, Nate Brunner coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. Brian Carnegie coming in with that thumbs up as well. Rich with that heart reaction and the share. Joycelyn Belch coming in with that heart reaction on the broadcast. Coming in, showing the love in this one as well. Huge shout out again to my boy Rich Murtaugh coming in with the 500 stars. Let's get a hashtag Murtaugh up in the chat right now. Rich coming in, setting it off again right out of the gate. Right out of the gate with the 500-star dono. Absolutely insane, my dude. 85 right now. Woo! 85 degrees. Wowzers. And they're East Coast too, right? They're East Coast time zone, so like it's just starting to get sunset there probably. I mean, you guys are a little bit more towards the equator, so it might be a little sunnier than what I am now. Like it's getting to the dusk point right now. It's raining here. As I look at the window, it's actually raining here in Canada right now. It's middle of March, and we have no snow on the ground. I haven't seen snow in like a month. We've had snow for about maybe 10%, 5% of the winter. We've had snow on the ground this year. It's been a very good winter, and I'll take it. You know, knock on wood that we don't get any more. I'm good with that. Qualifying though underway here as these drivers look to have themselves a evening here at USA International Speedway. Qualifying getting underway, and this is where it can set you up for a great evening at the racetrack right here. You need to get a good qualifying run. You need to put yourself in a good position to start this evening towards the front of the field. Rich says, let's go PRS, Premier Racing Setups. Yes, sir, let's go. Hashtag PRS all day, baby. PRS all day. Listen, Rich, you need to get a hold of your young lad there and tell him to get him to make me some flyers or something like that. Get me some like proudly supported by, you know, PRS, proudly supported by your business there with the scrap metal. Get me a couple of those. Get me a couple, like, flyers made up. He's way better at those. I see the flyers that they get made up over there all the time for PRS, and they're beautiful. I can't make those. I'm nowhere close to that. Greetings from New York. New York. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful state right there. Lots of great racing action. Tons of amazing drivers coming out of New York State, that is for certain. Michael Murdoch coming in, showing the love. Michael coming in with that thumbs up on the broadcast as well. How are you, Michael? Michael coming in, setting it off here in this one as well. As man, we are absolutely ready to rock and roll. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere is live, and we are ready to see these drivers put on a show for us. We're ready to watch them put on a great event and some great battling out there on the racetrack. But qualifying got to come to a close first. It's right now Brock Evans with the quick time. Tyler Carnegie currently second quickest out there on the racetrack. Josh Peacock, one of those dirt specialists, currently in that third spot. He had a lot of high praise for coming in here. The USA International Speedway said it was one of his favorite racetracks, so he's going to be a challenge here throughout the evening. Then we see Blaze Schumann in fourth, Will Klein rounding out our top five. Jared Hughes, currently the sixth fastest here in qualifying, with Ryan Carnegie, Matthew Peacock, Bob Carnegie, Nathan Brunner, and then we see Tyson Pankow out there on the racetrack. Aaron Benschneider out there as well in the BC Racing. Benschneider Farms, number 44 ride, looking to have himself a good evening here at the racetrack, as Jared Hughes still rolling out there. Tyson Pankow, we haven't seen Pankow get a lap in yet. We're going to see him go across the line right now, see where he can put that 91 truck. And it's the quick time for the 91 ride. Tyson Pankow, the Bulletproof Motorsports JP Design 09 laser engraving ride with a quick time here in qualifying. Kyle Surratt jumping out there onto the racetrack, his teammate in the Bulletproof Motorsports number 18 ride. He's going to look to try to knock him off the top spot. And you see the Pennzoil number 15 of Jordan Cordy out there on the racetrack as well. As we're getting ready, we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose in just a few more moments. As Ryan Curley coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. How are you, Ryan? Ryan coming in, some matching the thumbs up here on the broadcast, as well as see this number 18 truck and what he can do out on the track. See if he can find the speed he needs. Washes up the racetrack right there, and that may kill just enough of speed that he's had to maybe not give him that top spot. He's going to come across the start-finish line. He's going to roll up into 7th there. So that push up the racetrack, unfortunately, not helping the 18 ride. This racetrack starting to get a little slicked down through the middle groove there, the bottom to middle groove. Starting to get a little slicked off, especially on entry, helping these trucks get set into the corners. But you see them starting to travel up the racetrack a little bit more. The 18 ride might have wanted to be one of those first trucks out there on the track, as this can get set in more and more and more. It's a little quicker there on lap number 2, up inside the top 5 now as he leapfrogs Will Klein and Blaze Schumann into that 5th position. So a good run right there for the second lap for the 18 rider Kyle Surratt. Jordan Cordy, the 14th place driver right now in the 15 ride, unfortunately did not get a great lap time. Obviously we saw him struggling there a little bit with that number 15 machine, as we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go. Qualifying coming to a close here in just a few more moments, and we're going to get ready to set them loose. Heat race action coming right at you here in just a few more moments. It looks like we're going to have 2 heat races, probably 7 drivers aside here. So 7 drivers, 2 heat races to set up our A main feature event here in just a little bit. And these drivers they're ready to rock and roll. They're starting to, they want to roll with the punches. They want to keep on trucking out there on the racetrack and try to put their rides up into victory lane here this evening, as we'll get them all ready to roll. Is up onto the front straightaway, the pace truck getting loaded in, and that means we are going to get ready to set these drivers loose for our first heat race of the evening. See those drivers slowly but surely getting loaded in here, as starting on the pole. Quickest here in qualifying, it is that 91 ride, the JP Designs Bulletproof Motorsports 09 laser engraving machine. That is Tyson Pankow. He's outside in the 073. It's the BC Racing ride. That is Tyler Carnegie. Starting in position number 3, another one of those Bulletproof Motorsports JP Designs 09 laser engraving machines. That is Kyle Surratt, is outside their teammate in the JP Designs 09 laser engraving number 5 ride. That's Will Klein. Starting in position number 5, it is the BC Racing number 79 machine of Ryan Carnegie to his outside. In the Ben Schneider Farms BC Racing number 44, that is Aaron Ben Schneider. And bringing up the rear of the field in the BC Racing Budweiser number 26, that is Nathan Brunner. We'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go. Heat race number 1 going to start rolling in here behind our official iRacing pace truck, and we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. The first heat race of the day about to get underway. These drivers ready to put on a show for us as Tyson Pankow, Tyler Carnegie going to bring us down to the first green flag of the day here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow and subscribe button as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Tyson Pankow, Tyler Carnegie, Kyle Surratt, Will Klein, Ryan Carnegie, Aaron Ben Schneider, and Nathan Brunner rounding out our first heat race of the day. A little bit of blanking up there on the high side for Will Klein. Hopefully he can get that out of control. It's out of corner number 4. We're going to see the green flag fly. Heat race number 1 underway as Tyson Pankow quickly onto the loud pedal. Pankow out in front, leading us down through quarter 1 and out of quarter number 2. He's going to open up about a truck and a half length lead here between himself and Tyler Carnegie. As Tyler Carnegie going to go around. There's the caution flag, a heavy hit right there for that 073, looking to have himself a good run, and unfortunately the caution flag will fly. It's a little contact here between Carnegie and the 18 of Kyle Surratt, coach. Unfortunately, a little squirrely right there. And oh, actually, I don't know what happened to the 073 ride. Did he get into the wall right there? What might have happened here to this ride? I'm not sure what he might have hit right here. It just looks like the truck locks up and just dives straight to the left. I don't know what it might have just hit. Yeah, oh man. Looks like maybe his wheel might have disconnected or something. Obviously, you see the front wheels are locked up. They're not spinning. They're turned straight to the left there, and he just comes right down over the nose of the 18 machine. Kyle Surratt, coach, just nowhere to go. Gets a big piece of them right there. And it's a couple good trucks that had some good contact right there. Let's take a look on board here with the 073 ride and see what he sees. Oh, yeah, the wheel just definitely disconnected there. Oh man, tough break. You can see just the wheel just all of a sudden just turned in. His hands were still stationary, but that wheel got jerked right out of his hands there. And then you see Kyle Surratt, coach, down underneath of him, just nowhere to go here. He's trying to hold on to his ride, and all of a sudden, bam, just right in front of him and right over his nose there. Hopefully not too much damage to the number 073 or the 18 ride of Kyle Surratt, as we will get them stacked up and ready to go back to green flag racing. Tyson Pankow out in front, had a few truck length lead, now sees a very fast 18 ride right there behind him. Definitely did not want to see that caution flag fly, as that's going to bring the rest of the field again to his back bumper, where he's going to have to hit this restart absolutely perfectly to keep him back there at bay, as Will Klein still having some connection issues here in that 5 ride. Crews are going to have to be very cautious with that, with the blinking and everything else. Things can happen in a quick hurry, and definitely don't want to see our second caution flag of this race. You do see Tyler Carnegie rolling back out onto the racetrack, so good to see Tyler rolling back out there onto the track here as Tyson Pankow going to get ready to roll us back down to the green flag here once again in this one. So we'll get them lined up and ready to go here as 1 and 2 teammates here, and they're also in third as well, but unfortunately having some serious connection issues here with that number 5 rider, Will Klein. I haven't seen him on the racetrack here in about half this lap. There he is, peaked again for a second and then disappeared again. That's going to make it very challenging for the drivers back there behind him, as we are back to green flag racing. Out in front, Tyson Pankow leads the way, but here comes the coach, Kyle Surratt, down to his inside. A great restart there for Surratt, as you see. Will Klein unfortunately going around there. Trying to go around, no caution flag on the racetrack, and that's exactly what we were talking about. I think he got ran over. I don't think the person that hit him knew he was there, as we see a lead change as Kyle Surratt going to use the inside lane to his advantage. He jumps up and takes this race lead away. So the coach, Kyle Surratt, now out in front as Tyson Pankow trying to cross him over here and take a good look down to his inside as their Chevrolets pointing 1 and 2 here in heat race number 1. Ryan Carnegie up into position number 4, looking for more as, Tyler Carnegie trying to hang on to it. Aaron Benschneider getting some contact there as well. He's going to take his BC Racing. Ben Schneider, Farms 44 ride right down pit side as Tyler Carnegie trying to hold on to the 073 ride, trying to rebound from that early race accident where his wheel obviously shut off and shot down the racetrack, bringing out our first caution flag of the evening. He's got the Budweiser. BC Racing, number 26, right there with him as, Tyler Carnegie gonna head down pit side here again as he loses the 073 there in quarter number 3, and he takes that car right down pit side. As out in front, Kyle Surratt leading the way, starting to stretch out his lead almost 0.8 of a second down into quarter number 3 here over his teammate in the 91 ride as Tyson Pankow back there in position number 2. Ryan Carnegie rolling back in position number 3. Nate Brunner, Will Klein rounding out our top 5 with Tyler Carnegie, Aaron Benschneider all down pit side. As only 4 drivers left out there on the racetrack as I think Will Klein has tried to rejoin the racetrack, and unfortunately that truck's still having connection issues, and a tough break there for the 5 machine of Will Klein. Yo, Cody Benschneider. Cody coming in, showing the love. How are you, Cody? Cody coming in, some matching that thumbs up on the broadcast. Brayton Schumann coming in with that thumbs up here as well. How are you, Brayton? Brayton coming in, showing the love with that like as well. Joycelyn says, I switched to Twitch. Laugh out loud. Hey, you know what? It's good getting love everywhere. If everyone did that, we would continue to grow on every single channel, on every single front, every single day, with everyone coming in, showing the love on all the channels. We're currently live on Facebook, Twitch, and over on YouTube. We continue to try to grow our YouTube more and more and more every single day of the week. As the white flag has been displayed here, so one final time around in heat race number 1 for Kyle Surratt. He leads us down into quarter number 3, nice and easy here. Out at quarter number 4 as he's going to keep the 18 ride pointed in the right direction, and he's going to bring home the checker flag here in heat race number 1. Tyson Pankow there in second, Ryan Carnegie coming home in third, and Nathan Brunner going to round out our top 4 as Tyler Carnegie, Will Klein, and Aaron Benschneider rounding out the field here in heat race number 1. A bit of a wild one there. That one was a little bit crazy out there on the racetrack as Blaze Schumann, Blaze coming in, showing the love with the thumbs up on the broadcast. I appreciate you, Blaze, coming in, showing the love here in this one as we'll get them stacked up. We'll get them racked up and ready to go once again here from USA International Speedway as heat race number 2 going to roll out onto the racetrack. Starting on the pole in the E14 Toyota, it's the Bulletproof Motorsports JP Designs ride. That is Brock Evans. To his outside, it's the master man, the man with the plan, the guy who gets this all going here. It is the P61, the Bulletproof Motorsports 09 laser engraving JP Designs ride. That is Josh Peacock. Starting in position number 3 in the 62 ride is the U.S. Air Force number 62. That is Blaze Schumann, and to his outside in the 98 ride is the JP Designs machine of Jared Hughes. Starting in position number 5 in the JP Designs Bulletproof Motorsports number 6 ride, that is Matthew Peacock. And to his outside in the 1 ride, it is the RC Paints BC Racing C1 machine, that is Bob Carnegie. And bringing up the rear of the field in the Pennzoil number 15 machine, that is Jordan Cordy. So we get 7 more drivers ready to rock and roll here for heat race number 2. Brock Evans and Josh Peacock going to bring us down to the green flag here out at corner number 4. The pace truck down pit side, and we are back to green flag racing. Quickly, Brock Evans onto the lap pedal, looking to try to jump up and clear that P61, but Josh Peacock having other thoughts there as he throws it in up on the high side, putting the hammer down, and he's going to use that outside momentum to jump up to the point here as he makes the move around Brock Evans. Evans now going to try to slide up into his tire tracks here as you can see these drivers still wanting to try to run that middle to bottom lane. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of grip left down there. Drivers rolling that outside lane up where the tacky stuff is, finding some traction, finding some grip here, able to find some good speed, but we're going to see this racetrack continue to change. As we go through our feature event, we're going to see this racetrack become very, very wide. We're going to see drivers trying to use the outside lane. We may see that outside lane start to deteriorate, and having these drivers search around the racetrack through the slick stuff to find the fastest way around the track, and that may be right down against that inside lane, and that's right where we normally see a lot of street stock races head down towards. A lot of late model races tend to head down to that inside lane right against the inside wall here at USA Speedway once this track really starts to get slicked off. As Josh Peacock out in front leads another lap here down across the line with 6 more laps left to go. He's out in front showing them how to get it done. Sorry, 5 more laps left to go here for that number 61P machine. Peacock, Brock Evans, 1 and 2. Jared Hughes up into that 3rd position. Blake Schumann back there in position number 4 and looking for more here as they continue to search around the racetrack, trying to find some extra grip, trying to find some extra speed out there on the racetrack. See Matthew Peacock back here in position number 5. Jordan Cordy there in 6. And Bob Carnegie rounding out our field there in that 7th position as the BC Racing number 1 ride back in the 7th position. As Josh Peacock out in front, showing him how to get it done here in this one. We talked about it in practice. Peacock came into this race saying that this was a very, very strong racetrack for him, that he was actually very excited to be headed here to USA International Speedway, looking to cash in with another checkered flag and possibly an advantage here in the point standings, trying to jump up and either extend his points lead or jumping into the points lead here as things pretty tight up towards the front of the field between him and the coach and Tyson Pankow. Everything very, very tight up there at the front of the point standings. And it's going to come right down to the very bitter end between those guys, as they always seem to be right there within each other. Within a car or two, they're usually almost nose to tail or side by side across the line. And I don't expect anything less than that in this one. I'm assuming it's going to be the P61 of Josh Peacock. Tyson Pankow will be right there in the mix. The 18 ride of Kyle Surratt will probably be there as well, battling with this P61 ride for the lead in our feature event. And things are going to get very, very interesting as some fast cars back here behind him as Brock Evans trying to get the handle of that E14 ride, currently in position number 2. Unfortunately, has slid back to about almost 2 seconds behind our race leader as the checkered flag is going to fly here. He doesn't have enough time to try to hunt down our race leader as Josh Peacock going to pick up the win here in heat race number 2. Brock Evans going to hold on to that 2nd spot as Blake Schumann was starting to work himself towards the front there as he comes home in that 3rd spot. Jared Hughes back in 4th. Matthew Peacock, Jordan Cordy, and Bob Carnegie rounding up the field here in heat race number 2. As we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here in a few more moments as Cheryl Calloway coming in, showing the love with that like on the stream as well. How are you, Cheryl? Cheryl coming in, smashing that thumbs up. I appreciate you coming in, showing the love in this one as we'll get these drivers ready to rock and roll here. A quick warm-up session. They're going to jump out onto the racetrack. They're going to make sure their cars are absolutely set up perfectly and ready to rock and roll here for this feature event as we go from daytime to nighttime here at USA International Speedway. It's going to make this track a little bit more different. It's going to be something that these drivers are going to have to make changes possibly to their setups to make sure they have them absolutely perfect here for this feature event. Dark now, it's a little bit cooler. The track isn't going to be as crazy, and it's going to be a little bit heavier as well. A little bit of late night dew setting in, obviously not as dry as what it would be in the sunshine, getting the heat on it from the sun. So things are cooling down, the track is cooling down, and we can see this racetrack really start to take some rubber and really start to slick off in a quick hurry as they push all the good paint up towards that outside fence. going to be an interesting race. We'll see how it all plays out here in just a few more moments. As we're going to take a quick break, we're going to let you guys jump on board and ride around with a few of these drivers as we get ready for our A-Main feature event in just a few more seconds. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, warm up coming to a close, and that means we're going to get ready for our A-Main feature event. Our A-Main about to get underway. These drivers getting ready to rock and roll here from the beautiful USA International Speedway. It is the Bulletproof Motorsports Change-Up Series live in action here this evening as they get loaded into the sim. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in to the USA International Speedway in another beautiful PeaceMaker Gaming broadcast as we get ready to set these drivers loose. They're going to get loaded in and ready to rock and roll. As starting on the pole in the 18 machine, that is Kyle Surratt. To his outside in the P61, it's his teammate in the JP Designs 09 Laser Engraving, KC Speedworks, Bulletproof Motorsports, and number 61P, that is Josh Peacock. Starting in position number 3 in the 91 ride, it's the JP Designs Bulletproof Motorsports ride, that is the 91 of Tyson Pankow. To his outside, their other teammate, it's the Bulletproof Motorsports JP Designs E14, that is Brock Evans. Starting in position number 5 and looking for a drive, it is the BC Racing 79 ride, that is Ryan Carnegie. To his outside in the U.S. Air Force, number 62, that is Blaze Schumann. Starting in position number 7 in the 26 ride, it's the Budweiser BC Racing 26 of Nathan Brunner, Jared Hughes. To his outside, Tyler Carnegie, Matthew Peacock, rounding out our top 10 with Aaron Bensteiner, Jordan Cordy, Bob Carnegie, and Will Klein rounding out the field. As we end all the anticipation with our feature presentation, we are quickly green flag racing, and up into the outside wall goes the 18. 3 wide here at the front of the field, lap number 1, and these drivers are looking for every inch they can. The 61 ride throwing it in there. He washes up the racetrack as Kyle Surratt gets another piece of the outside fence as we see our first caution flag fly. What a race so far here at the front of the field, as unfortunately looks like Matthew Peacock and Nathan Brunner are going to get together here, and that's going to bring out our first caution flag of the day here for these trucks. Peacock there on the high side. You see the 26, looks like, the 073. Tyler Carnegie, I think he just gets down a little too low. I think he shoots the inside gap a little bit too much here, and as he does it, it just gets him too close to that inside wall, and unfortunately, he's going to get a piece of the 26 ride right there on the left-hand side of the screen. He gets a piece of Brunner and washes Brunner around and up the racetrack and right into the lap of the 0-6 of Matthew Peacock, and then hard up into this outside fence goes that number 6 and the 26. A couple hard hits right there. Those drivers absolutely nowhere for them to go, and heavy damage on all of them, as we'll jump right on the helmet cam here with this 6 ride of Matthew Peacock and see what he sees. Here comes the contact right in front of him. 26 ride going to go around and then right into his lap, and nowhere for him to go. A heartbreaker right there for Matthew Peacock, as he's going to get that truck repaired. We see Jared Hughes down pit side as well, looking to get some service done to the 98 riders. Out in front, Josh Peacock. In the way here, Tyson Pankow in second, Brock Evans, Ryan Carnegie rounding at our top 4. Blake Schumann back there in position number 5, as I do believe Kyle Surratt may have came down pit side here as well in the 18 machine, as Surratt back there in the 11th position. We will get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here in this one, as these drivers ready to rock and roll. They're ready to go back to battle here this evening, as the Bulletproof Change-Up Series live from the beautiful USA International Speedway, ready to be set loose. Yo, Miranda Bell coming in with the like on the stream. How are you, Miranda? Miranda coming in, showing the love here in this one. Smashing that thumbs up here on the broadcast, as the lights are off, the official iRacing pace truck, and we're going to get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here in this one. It's 50 laps of racing action. It's a very long time here around USA International Speedway. It's a lot of laps and a lot of time for drivers to either work themselves to the front of the field or try to hold on to their trucks here as they send it down into quarter number 1. Peacock out in front, but here comes that 91 ride. Tyson Pankow trying to find a lane down low, trying to figure something out here, trying to get himself up into that top spot. Is good run down the back straightaway for both of those Bulletproof Motorsports rides as they go nose to tail down through quarter number 3 and out of quarter number 4. Peacock's going to lead another lap here in this one, as we do see the caution flag going to fly once again, as it looks like Bob Carnegie having some issues here, as Mabel Labine coming in, showing the love here this evening as well. Mabel coming in with that thumbs up on the broadcast, says Bob Carnegie in the BC Racing number 1 ride going to get a little loose there out of the corner, and as a piece of the 98 washes up the racetrack into the 26 ride of Nathan Brunner. Unfortunately, nowhere for him to go here. Is a tough break for this 1C machine, as almost looking to have himself a good run here. Unfortunately, just gets a little loose coming out of the corner right there. That's off the 98, up the racetrack towards the outside fence. The 26 right already had his nose there to the outside of him, and unfortunately pays the price. A little bit of damage to this 1C, a little bit of damage to the 26 ride, and we still got them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here in just a few more moments. Oh, man, this has been some pretty good racing, man. It would have been nice to see Kyle Surratt stay up there at the front of the field for a little bit longer here without going down pit side, as they were 3 wide, almost 4 wide, duking it out there at the front of the field before that first caution flag. I would love to get back to that and see these guys really go to battle here all evening long, as nice and easy down through quarter number 3 and out of quarter number 4. Looks like we're going back to Green Flag Racing. The green flag quickly back out into the air here for the P61 of Josh Peacock. Is Peacock out in front, going to send it down in quarter number 1. Nice and easy up the racetrack. Out at quarter number 2, he's looking for a great launch here to open up a bit of a gap and a little bit of breathing room between himself and this number 91 of Tyson Pankow. As Pankow still right there in tow. Then you see Brock Evans there in position number 3, and a little 3 wide back there behind him. Little 3 wide here is Jordan Gordy. The 62 of Blake Schumann and Kyle Surratt all duking it out back here, as we do see another caution flag going to fly, as it looks like Nathan Brunner having some more issues here in this 26 truck, as he sends it in to corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. Oh, he loses the rear end there a little bit. As he loses the rear end, he's just going to go around. Our flagman getting a great look at that, even though he gets turned around quickly enough. Unfortunately, flagman sees it, throws that caution flag. Possible debris out there on the racetrack, as so far a rough night for this BC Racing 26 ride of Nathan Brunner, as he's just been trying to keep this car out of trouble and keep it pointing in the right direction, and This has been a handful for him so far this evening, as we will get them all lined up and ready to go back to green flag racing here in just a few more moments. Man, they're putting on a show for us. I'm telling you what. Few caution flags. It'd be nice to see some bigger, longer green flag runs, but nonetheless, some pretty fast trucks, some pretty good racing here. USA International Speedway putting on a great show for us here this evening. The facilities here, always so beautiful. The track crew putting in a lot of work, making sure we get the best racing service possible out there on the track, because it looks like we're going to get another lap around here as the caution lights still on the iRacing pace truck. And that means we're going to get a quick word in here from one of our sponsors here with PeaceMaker Gaming. We're going to get ready. We're going to shout out our friends over at Scary Strokes.
But fun meets fright, where every experience transports you to a world of fun. Play 18 holes of blacklight mini-golf in ancient Egypt, a haunted house, and beyond the grave. Step inside our virtual reality arena, where you take control of video games and virtual worlds.
Never mind, we are back to green flag racing here. They pulled a tricky one there on me as the lights turned off. The pace truck down through quarter 3 and 4. We are back to green flag racing as quickly the 61 rider Josh Peacock with a great restart here. Out in front is Tyson Pankow right there in tow. Ryan Carnegie there in position number 3. Brock Evans right there with some contact. Hang on to it. Oh, baby. Things are getting tight deeper through the field here, and unfortunately for Kyle Surratt, he gets some damage right there as he gets a piece of that 073 ride as Tyler Carnegie almost going around right there. Some heavy contact from him. Now some pretty good damage on the 18 machine. Coach struggling now as here comes the 15 ride of Jordan Cordy trying to work himself around that 18 machine. Blaze Schumann right there inside the top 10 here in that 6th position as he's got Jared Hughes blowing out his doors here, going right around him on the high side is 44 of Aaron Benschneider. The BC Racing Benschneider Farms and number 44 ride up into position number 5 on the racetrack. Looking very, very strong right now in that 44 machine with Ryan Carnegie there in position number 4 and looking for more is, Ryan Carnegie, hang on to it. Ryan Carnegie almost going around right there. That was a close call for that 79 ride as he almost went for a loop-de-loop, and unfortunately that's going to cost him some momentum. The 44 rider Aaron Benschneider already around him. He's getting loose again here, bouncing off the 62 ride of Blaze Schumann. Here comes Kyle Surratt. Going to go right on around him here as he dives down to the bottom lane and jumps up into that 7th position on the racetrack. Is unfortunately for Ryan Carnegie definitely struggling in that 79 ride as he slides back now to that 8th position as Aaron Benschneider up into position number 4 and looking for more here as the 44 ride. The Benschneider Farms machine up into that 4th position. Already up 7 spots on the racetrack. Currently our hard charger as he started back in position at number 11 finds himself up here in that 4th position and looking for more as right there behind him, Jared Hughes up 3 spots into position number 5, looking strong out there in the JP Designs number 98 ride. Blaze Schumann trying to hang on to the 62 ride, trying to work himself up towards the front of the field as he is staying put right where he started and he wants to keep going forward here. He doesn't want to hang out back here in the 6th position for very long, especially when he sees the 18 rider Kyle Surratt getting a great run. Right there behind him is Surratt trying to battle himself back up towards the front of the field. Surratt already down 6 spots, came down pit side early in this race, trying to get some repairs done to that 18 ride. Unfortunately, he's gotten a little bit more contact here and there on the racetrack, and he's feeling the damage. He's definitely not as quick as what he was in the first heat race, and unfortunately, he slid all the way back now to position number 7 here in this one, but he's looking to keep on moving towards the front of the field. Obviously everyone right there in front of him rolling that outside lane here. He's kind of getting stuck and delegated to the inside lane as you got to try to go where they are in front of you. If you want to try to make that pass, you got to figure out a way to get around them. Right now we can't really pull the slide job move as he can't clear the cars in front of the 62 ride, and they keep finding some good momentum right there, but it's a great drive off quarter number 4 that last time by it. That really helps him out here, gives him a good advantage. It's nice to see the 62 of Blaze Schumann going to jump down low and try to follow in his tire track, see what the 18 ride sees, but see if he can hang on to it here, if he can find something. As there you go, the 62 ride. Right down on the inside lane. He's going to be able to jump up into the inside of the 18 ride as they both jump up and clear the 98 ride of Jared Hughes and the 44 of Aaron Benschneider. So they get a twofer right there. Him and Kyle Surratt. That number 62 is looking for a three-piece there through corner 3 and 4 as he almost got door-to-door and almost around Kyle Surratt right there as well. But Surratt now shot out of the cannon here as he's looking to leave these drivers back there in the dust behind him as he's up into position number 4 and looking for more. Is out in front, the 91 ride of Tyson Pankow, able to jump up and take this race lead away from Josh Peacock. So Pankow out in front. Peacock back there in position number 2. Brock Evans hanging right there with him. Unfortunately, he's about a second behind our race leaders here, trying to keep pace with them, trying to get some good runs here, trying to stay with those two at the front of the field. Unfortunately, sliding farther and farther back here as that lead's actually grown to about a 1.7 seconds now between 91 ride of Tyson Pankow and Brock Evans. 3 seconds back there, we see Kyle Surratt as Kyle Surratt continue to run some great lap times. Isn't the fastest truck out there on the racetrack, but definitely showing some good speed and some driver ability out there on the track. Same with the 62 ride. Seems like this 62 takes some a few laps to kind of get his feet underneath him here, get those tires kind of built up in tire pressure, and then to find another gear. Definitely good on the longer runs here in that 62 ride as he's back to the inside trying to find something underneath that 18 machine of Kyle Surratt right now. Surratt last time by was not the quickest again, but this 62 ride was the quickest truck out there on the racetrack. Yo, Bubba! Bubba coming in with the like on the stream. How are you, Bubba? Bubba coming in, setting it off here in this one. What's good, brother? How are you, my boy? Coming in, showing the love, smashing that gosh hacking like button over there on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like, hit the share, hit the follow, and hit that subscribe button if you're watching over on YouTube, as these drivers putting on one heck of a show here for you. Out in front, Tyson Pankow continuing to lead the way. Pankow out in front, letting these drivers know that he is the truck to beat here this evening. He shouted it out last week saying that he didn't think he was going to be very good here. He didn't think he was going to have quite as good of a run as what the 61 ride or the 18 machine we're going to have here this evening. And right now, he's looking to make it count as he's out in front eating his own words and showing these drivers how to get it done here in this one as Tyson Pankow continues to lead the way. We're going to take a quick side-by-side break here as we're going to jump into a quick PeaceMaker Gaming crank it up as we hit lap number 20 out of 50. So that means we got ourselves 30 more laps of racing action here as they head down across the line. There you go, 30 more laps here for the 91 ride of Tyson Pankow as my boy Skylar Pruitt. Skylar coming in, setting it off with the 500-star mother fluffing star bomb. Are you kidding me, my boy? Skylar coming in, setting it off. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get a huge shout out here for the generous donation from Skylar Pruitt. Let's get a hashtag Pruitt up in the chat right now, chat. Let's get a hashtag Pruitt up in the chat, or a hashtag 96 up in the chat right now for my boy Skylar Pruitt coming in with the big love. Working and listening to my fave broadcaster, says Bubba. I appreciate you, my boy, coming in, showing the love. And hey, you know what? If you can't watch, you're always good to listen, as there's always action. We try to call it as best as we can for, maybe the visually impaired that are out there watching. And, I see and hear a lot of people that message me. They tell me when we're in Discord or when we're hanging out is that, they love to just put the broadcast on, whether they can hear it or not. They put it on the radio. They work on their own race cars, or they're working at, their job and doing stuff, and they can listen to the broadcast and, really visualize what we're saying here, lap after lap after lap, and they get to experience the amazing racing action here through the voice of yours truly, PeaceMaker Gaming, Eric Woods. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we'll be right back here as a quick PeaceMaker Gaming crank it up, baby. Quick crank it up. Just doing some shopping. Love you, man. I support you. Oh my gosh, just doing some shopping. I love you as well, my brother, coming in, showing the love and the hashtag I support you. Doing some shopping. What are you buying? You buying groceries, or what are you shopping for? That's the big question. That's the big question. What are you shopping for, brother? Getting those groceries, or what you get? We're going to be right back. Crank it up here on PeaceMaker Gaming. is the 91 truck of Tyson Pankow, continuing to lead the way here in this one. Pankow out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done, but it's currently not the fastest truck out there on the racetrack. Here's a couple trucks back there behind him trying to hunt him down. He's able to grow his lead between himself and Josh Peacock down to about a 1.3 second advantage, but Kyle Surratt slowly but surely able to eat into that lead. He's only back about, he's a good, still about 2.5 seconds behind our race leader, but lap after lap continuing to run quicker lap times and closing that gap inch by inch out there on the racetrack. And he's trying to hunt him down, trying to work himself to the front of the field here, and looking very strong in that 18 machine. So it'll be interesting to see what the coach can do here late in this race, if he can find the lane that he needs in that 18 ride. Kyle Surratt running a little bit of a different line, a little bit different choice out there on the racetrack. More drivers starting to run more of the slide job lane here as you see the 91 ride slide up towards the middle lane there on corner exit. You see the 18 ride hugging the inside lane here on corner exit as everyone else usually washing up here. You see the 91 right now trying to stay right down against that nice little bit of good tacky dirt down there, the paint dirt on the bottom side of the corner here as he's rolling into some lap traffic. He's got the 6th ride of Matthew Peacock right there in front of a Bob Nathan Runner. Not too far away there as well. So lap traffic could come into play here late in this race as definitely don't want to see that. Definitely don't want to see any kind of late race lap traffic really playing a hand in what happens out here on the track this evening as we will get them stacked up, racked up, and keep on rocking and rolling here as Peacock trying to hunt down our race leader. But you see the 18 truck right there, and Kyle Surratt continuing to run quicker laps. 2/10 last time by, looks like 3/10 quicker this last time here for the 18 truck in Josh Peacock right there. About 3/10 that Tyson Pankow. Not a very good lap time for Tyson Pankow that last time by. Peacock and Surratt both hunting him down, and they're getting there. They're reeling him in a quick hurry here. And they have closed the gap in a quick hurry down to 0.7 of a second between Pankow and Peacock. Peacock up on the high side looking for a big run here down out of corner number 2, and he's going to inch in a little bit closer and a little bit closer. 0.6 of a second down into corner number 3. Right there behind him, you see that 18 ride of Kyle Surratt, only about a few car lengths back there. Is off of corner number 4, seems to be right where they're making most of that ground up. You see about another 2/10 right there, almost 3/10 quicker last time by. So Tyson Pankow starting to fade away. The 61, the 18 coming to life here late in this race. Is now right there, only a couple truck lengths off the back bumper of that 91 ride. He washes up the racetrack down the bottom side of the racetrack, door to door down at a corner number 4 as they go 3 wide with some lap traffic there to there outside. The 61 ride of Josh Peacock looking to jump up here and take this race lead away. He's going to clear the 91 of Tyson Pankow, but Pankow a good run out at corner number 2, going to jump down to his inside. He's going to slide up here in corner number 3, and out at corner number 4, just down on the inside, a great crossover out of that P61. Looks like he's going to jump up and clear that 91 ride and block that big momentum that he had built up there on the high side lane. Peacock going to choose the outside lane here through 1 and 2 is the 91. Down on the inside here, getting another good run, and he's not going to be able to stay with them, but trying to stay right there on that left rear quarter panel as they go door to door down into corner number 3 and 4. And here comes that 18 ride. Coach Kyle Surratt into the picture here as well. Kyle Surratt right there in position number 3, looking to try to jump off into this battle at the front of the field as they're looking to duke it out here in this one. Is some great racing action all around the racetrack here. Everyone doing a great job throughout the evening, putting on a great show for us as Tyson Pankow still somehow or another holding on to this race lead as they're almost 3 wide there for a split second coming off of quarter number 4. It's Kyle Surratt taking a peek underneath the 61 ride of Josh Peacock for position number 2. The 91 ride of Tyson Pankow slides off the racetrack. That opens up the door not only for the 61 but also the 18 to get some good runs on this 91 ride. As he Peacock and Surratt door-to-door here for position number 2 as the coach looking for another good run down the inside lane here. Almost pulling up door-to-door here with our race leader as Tyson Pankow trying to stay there in the top spot. Slides up the racetrack, opens up the door down low. Here comes Kyle Surratt. Surratt to the front of the field here, trying to jump up and now clear this 91 ride as he's going to stay right there to the inside lane as lap traffic starting to play a factor here as well as the 79 ride of Ryan Carnegie, the 1C, right there as well of Bob Carnegie, and unfortunately that is going to hurt Tyson Pankow. Pankow having to get onto the binders there to avoid contact with the 1C of Bob Carnegie, so lap traffic playing a hand here, and this one is now 91 having to watch out for that number 79 ride. There's almost some contact there as well as Ryan Carnegie trying to hold on to his ride. Is out in front. Kyle Surratt able to jump up and take this race lead away. So Surratt leads the way now with Josh Peacock in tow in position number 2, trying to hang with that 18 ride. Unfortunately, he's starting to slide backwards here. The 18 rider, Kyle Surratt, starting to pull away as he's out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done here in this one as the laps continue to click off. Lap by lap by lap, they get clicked down in a quick hurry. Yo, Vortex Sweat 123 says, hey, over there on Twitch, how are you, Vortex? Coming in, showing the love here in this one, showing the love with, hey, over there on the Twitch channel. As out in front, Kyle Surratt. Continue to click these laps off, continue to keep that car out in front here with only 3 more laps left to go. Nice and easy, down and out at quarter number 4 here. Surratt's gonna see 2 more laps here. The twin sticks, the peace sign from our flag man as he's looking to pick up the victory here this evening, looking to try to jump up here and make these points a little bit tighter, a little bit more amazing here as these 3 continue to duke it out week after week after week in this points battle, in this points championship hunt to the front here. With only a couple races after this one, it's going to be very interesting as the white flag has been displayed. So one more time around here for Kyle Surratt in the Bulletproof Change Up Series. Here, live from USA International Speedway as he leads us down the back straightaway for the final time this evening. A 1.3 second advantage over Josh Peacock. Down into corner number 3, nice and easy. Out of corner number 4 as Kyle Surratt is going to get it done and park his 18 ride up here into victory lane as the Bulletproof Motorsports JP Designs 09 laser engraving ride, the 18, the coach. Gonna park it up here in victory lane once again in the Bulletproof Chain. For a hot second, perfect timing. There, my frame's fucking nothing right now. Not even going up to fucking 18. Like, what in the fuck is going on here? Come on now. Work with me here. Work with me, Streamlabs. Come on, Facebook. Come on, Streamlabs. Work together. Come on now. What the fuck? I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. Fucking $5,000 PC, pay $140 a month for internet, and it can't fucking run the internet very good. I love to see it. Love. Pay for 1 gig internet for this horse shit. Come on. Okay, so I'm not. I have no idea. Oh, it's gonna make me want to shoot myself in the head, bro. What the bro? Thank Streamlabs and Kojiko Internet. Suck my god awful fucking company, bro. I swear to God. Alright, looks like maybe it's starting to balance itself out now. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my with Streamlabs or my internet the last little while, but it's really been starting to piss me off, brother. What the fuck? Alright, nonetheless, we're going to jump up here into the broadcast booth with our top 3 finishers here as out in front picking up the win. It was the coach, Kyle Surratt, getting the win here in this one. We're going to pull the coach up into the broadcast booth here for his post-race interview. Hey, Kyle, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. Taking a copy?
Yeah, man.
Kyle, man, what a run, what a drive as we saw you, out towards the front of the field early on in this race. We saw an early caution flag. Looked like either you took the EOL there or you came down pit side. We were watching the replay there, and then all of a sudden we see you come from, up inside the top 5. You're all of a sudden back at the rear of the field towards that 11th starting spot there. Early in this race, a lot of time for you to try to work yourself back up towards the front, but you had a lot of fast trucks and a lot of tough competition to try to work yourself back through there. Then all of a sudden we have this long green flag running. You're able to just eat down the clock here and continue to hunt down, Josh Peacock and Tyson Pankow late in this race. Well, battling with some drivers, work yourself up and around them there. Obviously, we saw you, trying to work yourself around Blaze Schumann and Jared Hughes there for a little bit. We saw, the Brock Evans up there as well, having a great run there for a little bit. And all of a sudden, you're up into position number 3, and you're hunting them down lap after lap after lap. You're laying down some great lap times. All of a sudden, Peacock really turned it on there as well. Started to run some fast lap times as well. You two hunt down Tyson Pankow. You go to battle. You go to work there. And all of a sudden, you're able to find a lane down low and be able to just make it work as you find something out of corner number 4. It looked like you and Peacock really finding a great drive there out of that 4th corner down low, and you were making up a lot of ground on Pankow there late in this race, and all of a sudden you get that great run. You're able to jump up around both of them and take that race lead away and put yourself here into victory lane.
Yeah, it was, I think it was like I don't know, 35 lap green flag run or something like that. And yeah, I hit the wall real hard. I'm sure you guys seen that in the first corner and in the second corner on the first lap, trying to send it in there. And so my wheel was tilted a little bit, and I was like, well, we got the whole race to go, so might as well go and fix whatever's broke. And yeah, was just racing around back there trying to pick them off one at a time. And I got into a little deal there. I don't even know who it was, but somebody got turned down the track and drove right into my right front during the green flag run and gave me a meatball. So, I mean, it drove good and everything, but something was broke on it. I guess it made me faster, because after that, I was able to run this really weird line where I entered on the top of turn 1, and I kind of turned down across the slick and got all 4 in the tack coming off of 2, and it really launched me down a straightaway. And 3 and 4, the bottom was like stupid razor thin down there. Kind of had to slide the truck in there and hook it with the left front to pull you down there. Pretty tough to hit. I couldn't hit it every time. One time I'd be 3/10 faster, next lap and be slow. But yeah, we was able to just methodically just keep picking off 10th here, 2/10 here, and get up there. And then they got into a little bit of lap traffic, which allowed me to close in real fast. And we was 2 and 3 wide there. And I went to run my patented line down there and turn 1 over the hump in the grass. Not a lot of people that I race with can do that. And there was still a bunch of tack left down there. I was able to get some grip and drive onto the win. And it was a good fun race, though. My hands went numb.
Absolutely gripping that wheel tight there as you guys were putting on a great show all evening long for us here in this one, man. A great battle up towards the end of this race as we saw a good green flag run there, but we're getting a little bit nervous late in this race, still knowing that you have a couple teammates back there behind you, but they're a couple tough cookies, a couple great competitors out there on the racetrack, and 2 guys that you're battling with here for the points championship. And having them right there behind you, a late race restart could have made things very, very interesting. We're getting a little nervous there late in that race with lap traffic struggling out there on the racetrack and everyone trying to work themselves towards the front of the field there.
Tell you, I was nervous with about 20 to go. Tyson was still like way, way, way up there, and I was talking to him in interview waiting, and he said that he was running a line in the middle of the racetrack, and it just kind of went away. And I started really focusing on trying to hit my marks, and so I turned it on there and trying to get everything I could, and that's when I was the most nervous because I just thought no matter how good I ran that they was too far away. But once I got once I got to him in lap traffic, I was like, yeah, this is probably going to be my deal here because nobody can really hit that line in 1 and 2 like I can. And that's why I told you last week, just plan on seeing me back up here in Victory Lane.
Absolutely, you definitely called it in a very great race and a very fast 18 truck. Is Tyson Pankow up in the chat says he's cheating. Check them tires. We might have to dip them tires and see what you got on them, as we got the special sauce here this evening. But man, what a great run! What a great race! You parked that 18 right up here in Victory Lane at USA International Speedway. Who would you like to thank for such a strong run and strong performance here in this one?
First of all,
They're at a track until late in this one. You're able to just find another gear, and you and Kyle Surratt just hunt down this 91 ride of Tyson Pankow to put your ride up in Victory Lane.
Man, I'm going to go and tell you right now, that 18 truck's going to be somewhere at the infield, tore down bumper to bumper, because there ain't no way in hell he is going to have a meatball and drive around me like I'm sitting still. No, but I looked up in the rearview mirror and I seen he was kind of running a higher line, and I kind of adapted to that and see if I could do something with the 91. And then I caught him, and luckily lap traffic kind of played in my favor. But we got to racing, and as soon as I couldn't clear him and I saw Kyle get under both of us, I was like, that's a wrap. But yeah, it's a good run. We had stronger than I anticipated, but
absolutely a very strong run and a very strong finish here for you as you park that ride up here in position number 2. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my internet right now, but I'm pretty positive that the broadcast on Facebook and Twitch just ended, but YouTube looks to still be going, but my internet apparently is just taking a crap here, or Streamlabs is taking a crap. Something's just crashed. That's fucking lovely. Yeah, well.
Been going around a lot here lately.
Yeah, I don't know what the is going on, but my internet has been getting shittier and shittier the last couple weeks. I don't know what it is. I'll pay $140 a month for shit internet.
I'm with you. I do that. I pay $147. I understand.
Yeah, it's wild, bro.
When it goes out, we raise hell.
Exactly. Well, man, a great run and a great race here. Looks like we're still good over on YouTube. Let me double check that one, as I do believe we're still live over there. Let me double check. Yep, exactly. So we're still live on YouTube, so we're good over there. So, man, what a good run. What a great race here for you. You parked that number 61 ride up here in position number 2 on the evening. Josh, who would you like to thank for such a great run and strong performance here this evening?
No, I'd like to give a shout out to all the teammates, Bulletproof Motorsports, and all the guys come out and race with us. Man, it's a really good time. It's a really fun league. I probably had the most fun in this and here in a while. But yeah, shout out to them. Steve Bigler, Traction Boosted. Give a shout out to J-Max Journeys, Coach's Discount PC Parts, Shameless Bud, JP Designs, putting a badass wrap on the truck. And you for doing that and doing phenomenal broadcast as always.
Absolutely, brother. Josh, congratulations on the second place run. We look forward to seeing you back out there on the racetrack. I do believe it's Irwindale next week, and another pavement race and another crazy race that we're probably going to see some great action there out of each and every one of you guys.
Pretty sure next week is Iowa, and yeah, me and Tyson was just talking about that. Yes, it's gonna be a tire game. I think it's gonna be whoever can save the tire or have the best pit stop strategies. I think we don't think we'll be able to make it all the way on fuel either, so it have to be at least one pit stop in that race. Cautious bearing. But that's to see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. It's a really fun racetrack. I think we'll be able to put on a pretty good show.
Absolutely, a very, very fun track, and we're going to see some crazy action without a doubt there next week. Josh, congratulations again on the wonderful second place run, and we look forward to seeing you back out there next week.
I appreciate you, brother.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our second place finisher, Josh Peacock. Is Peacock coming home there in position number 2? We're going to get ready. We're going to pull in our third place finisher, Tyson Pankow. Is Pankow coming home here in position number 3 on the racetrack? We're going to pull the 91 right up here for his post-race interview. Hey, Tyson, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. They got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Tyson, man, what a run, what a drive here for that 91 truck. Is here able to jump up early in this race, take that lead away from Josh Peacock. And then we see you lead a lot of laps out there. And then all of a sudden, about 20 laps or so left to go, looked like the lane you're running there towards the middle of the racetrack just started to fade away a little bit more and a little bit more as you started to slide backwards. Fortunately, Josh Peacock and the coach were getting quicker and quicker, and they were reeling you in a quick hurry here. And unfortunately, you couldn't hold them off late there in the race, but you were running hard, trying to keep them at bay here late in this race. And then obviously some lap traffic coming into play there as well, making it a little bit more difficult for you, and kind of checked you up there as Peacock was down to your inside for second. You had to kind of check up, and unfortunately put you back a few car lengths behind that 61 ride to try to battle out for second and trying to hunt down, coach late in this race.
Yeah, we started off and got a couple cautions, and coach went in to fix his stuff, and me and Peacock got out there, and I started reeling him in, and he made a few mistakes and bobbled a little bit, and I got the lead, and I was able to keep that about anywhere from 5 to 8/10 over him, and that line I was running was really, really good. And Peacock asked, he goes, "Hey, what kind of lap times you turning?" And I said, I was running 25.7s or whatever. And he goes, "Yeah, that's about what I'm running." And coach piped up. He said, "I'm running 25.3s." And it's like, oh, well, this race is over if it stays green, or hell, it don't matter. It's over. And that line I was running, it did go away. And then I started to panic, and they were coming. And then I got behind the lap car, and I had to slow down a little bit. And I don't know. I couldn't run either of those two lines that them two were running. And I felt really good, but I knew that the chances of coach coming up here and getting it was likely. He loves this racetrack. I don't necessarily love this racetrack. I kind of hate it. They could bulldoze it. But we'll take third, and I led the most laps, so I got a point there. Qualified pole, got a point there. So we should be either tied, or I might be a point behind, or something of that nature. So we'll have to go to Iowa next week and see what happens.
Absolutely. The points definitely super, super close. And we talked to you last week, and you talked about how, Peacock and coach are both very, very good here at this racetrack. And you didn't really like it. You're kind of talking it down and not expecting a whole lot out of this race. And then all of a sudden you come here and you have a great run with the pole position there and leading a lot of laps and being out in front. And we were sitting there about halfway through this race talking about that, going, Tyson Pankow was saying that, he doesn't like this racetrack really compared to coaching them, and he didn't really expect much out of this race. And here he is leading this race out to almost a second and a bit over Josh Peacock. It looked like you were going to run away with it there for a little bit until about that 20 laps left to go there when you started to fall off, and obviously them starting to catch you there. But man, for a little bit, I was like, why does he hate this place? He seems to be the best truck out there and one of the fastest trucks. If this was a 30-lap race or even a 40-lap race, he'd probably be up here in victory lane.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, if coach wouldn't have went in, if he wouldn't hit the wall and went in, it would have been over way, way sooner. Me and Peacock would have been down there fighting for second and third, and you wasn't going to beat coach tonight. I think he even had a meatball on the truck that we had to clear the black for. So, not with the meat in the seat that I've got. You ain't gonna beat him.
Absolutely a very tough cookie up there on the racetrack, but still a very good run and a great drive here for yourself as you park that 91 right up here on the podium. Tyson, who would you like to thank for another great run and another great race here this evening?
I want to thank Josh. Josh, he's the one that handles, make sure everything's paid for and setting it all up and all the legwork on all of it. Without Josh, we wouldn't be doing it, because I damn sure ain't gonna do my own league. That's too much work. It's a pain in the rear end. Also want to thank Josh for the wrap. JP Designs does an awesome wrap for the cars, the trucks, the cars, anything you want. Get a hold of Josh. He'll hook you up. Coach's discount, PC parts. Coach always keeps the computer running good and all my settings right. I want to thank you for the broadcast. You do an amazing job for this little league that we got going on here, and hopefully we make the viewers that you got happy.
Absolutely, brother. Always always putting on a great show, always putting on a great race here for us, leading a lot of laps, coming home in that third place here tonight with another great run. Congratulations, Tyson. We look forward to seeing you back out there on the racetrack at Iowa Speedway next week for our second last race of the season, and hopefully we'll see you right back up here in the broadcast booth, maybe a couple spots better, and back up in victory lane yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get to work.
Absolutely, brother. You have to put that practice in and show these guys how to get it done next week.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see.
You enjoy the rest of your night.
You too.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our third place finisher, Tyson Pankow, as Pankow coming home here in position number 3. A great run and a great drive there by all those drivers. They put on a great show for us all evening long, but unfortunately, we're going to call it there on that note. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you guys all for tuning in. Everyone coming in with the likes, the comments, the shares. I appreciate each and every one of you. Any of the new followers, any of the new subscribers, anyone coming in showing the love, any of the donations throughout the evening. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming in showing the love here throughout the evening. And if you haven't already, it's never too late. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that follow and subscribe button, as we're going to get ready. We're going to call it an end right there. Peace out for now, baby. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen.